So I just interviewed Wood Harris, the actor. You know what I'm talking about?
Woody Harrison?
No, Wood Harris.
What movie though?
He was just in the. I mean, he played Ace in Paid in Full.
Oh yeah, bro, yeah.
Yeah.
Why you ain't just say New Edition?
Yeah, he was in the new.
He was just a New Edition movie.
Yeah, he played the manager in New Edition. He was in a lot of movies. He was in Above the Rim.
Yeah.
He was in The
He
Wire.
the one that shot food.
Yeah. So he grew up in Chicago, South Side, I think.
Yeah.
He went to the high school that they did on Hoop Dreams. I forgot the name of the high school was.
Simeon? It wasn't Simeon because I remember something they did something.
Yeah. So he was saying, this is interesting. He told me that
the neighborhood was really bad. My brother caused me to moving into school. I went and visited his school for a weekend, and I was like, okay, well, if I don't get out this neighborhood, I'm probably not gonna be all right. You know, it ain't too many choices. As you get older in those communities, your options become, if you haven't already made something out of yourself at 13, basically, right around, that's high school, 14, when you're freshman in high school, now you're moving into adulthood already. You know, and you might have a single parent mom that's only 18, 20 years older than you. She's 38, you 18. You going, bro, it's time to go home. It's time to leave and get your lifestyle. So when you become a teenager, when I was growing up, 15, 16, 17, I start feeling like I needed to be able to get out.
I don't think that's just Chicago. I just think that's just when you doing something like naturally, like when a lot of times when you just great, and you just like a great being, a great human being or whatever. Sometimes you can't stay where where you from.
yeah.
That's not you, and I say that because it's like all my friends, some of my friends, they don't just do music, but they great people. And sometimes you gotta leave, you know what I'm saying, to be greater to the point, you know what I'm saying, you know.
Did you ever see this interview I did with Lil Boosie?
It be the guys who, once dap you down when you had one song out. But when and they develop envy because they go home, they get out the car with their friend, with their other partner, and he listening to your music. They walk in the house, they girl listening to your music. They go downstairs, the kids doing a dance to your music. Now they are hypnotized with hatred.
Yeah, look at me, shit. I got shot 7 times in somewhere where I just call like, goddamn it, man, grew up at. So, hey, yeah, I know firsthand, like that shit ain't nothing to play with, that staying in your city shit.
Well, let's we'll talk about that in a second. So, leading up to that situation, as your name continued to grow, and as you continue to get a bigger name, and then you get signed to a major label, so people assume that you're making millions of dollars and everything else like that.
Yeah.
Because people don't really understand the music business, but from the outside in, they think if you got a major deal, you're a billionaire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you start to feel like the jealousy and the envy and that type of thing?
Like that's one thing I'll say, man. With me, the music shit never brought jealousy and taught me about jealousy, you feel me? I wouldn't even really say it was because of the music industry. It was just growing up and just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like hustling and just all that shit, being a hustler and all that shit before the music and all that shit. Like a lot of shit that like death and all that shit came before music with me. So it just the music really showed me like people turn to like the guys could turn to bitches or something, like, you feel me? Like,
right.
Not your homies, just the guys, like, just the guys, period, like, could turn bitch, like, man, like, and bitches is just like, that's what I saw the music do. The music ain't really bring no jealousy or no shit like that. Like, life always just came with jealousy because, like, we was growing up, we was them niggas. Like, so the shit that the perks of the music, like, industry, or the perks of getting X amount of views on a motherfucking YouTube, or the perks of a social site, that shit was, like, I was already getting that before social sites and all that shit.
You get jealousy. I mean, look, listen, like, if you're in the streets, you got problems with some people for whatever reason. That person might not like you for a specific reason, but once you get popping, music wise, people will start to dislike you and not even know why they dislike you. It's more like they mad at themselves.
That's why I say, like, that's like a drug or some type of shit. That's why I say it turned people bitch. Like, it's like now it's like, damn, what the fuck wrong with these people now? It's always been like, you gotta think, people used to like hate us or whatever, and they didn't. You gotta shit. It wasn't no it was like Facebook shit, but when we was in high school and shit, we was popular in high school. Like, we had like the fame that these people are getting out off music and shit. We was getting that in high school, bro. So that's what I'm trying. That's what I want you to understand. Like bitches knew us throughout the city when we were in high school. When people was in, like, people needed Instagram and shit for that shit now. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So, like, the fame and everything people getting now, like, we was dealing with that in high school. So with, like, when I became, like, people known to a rapper to the city, it was cool, but, like, all that shit, I've been, like, used to that type of shit. Yeah. So, like, hating and all that, cause it was like, we been growing up like motherfuckers hating because we fucking they bitches and shit like that. So that it's like it started happening more, but it wasn't no shit like. Only thing that I see from the music, bro, is like people, what people do to get fame, like what people do get that people get a kick out of, like the likes and shit. Like the word clout, I remember that shit was like, what the fuck is, like, somebody said it was saying like clout. Like, what the fuck is clout? Like, I never said like I remember clout like was not cool. Like that wasn't even a cool word to say. Like, now it's like the word to say. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you, like, bro.
So I mean, from your definition right
like,
now,
just think
Chicago,
about like grapes. Like, just say, think of grapes. Like, how you feel about grapes right now? Like, how you feel about grapes? You feel the way you feel. Just think about, man, next week, motherfucker talking about, yeah, man, grapes, bro, I got the grapes. I got the grapes. That mean you just so turned up. Like, if they saying bro got the grapes, like, man, bro got the grapes. Like, just a week ago, the grapes wasn't shit. That's how clout is. Like, that's how they done made this shit. Like, yeah, he's clouded up. He's just motherfucker just saying, yeah, fool, graped up. He graped. Like, no, bro, this shit. That's how this music shit is, bro.
Right now, what is, in Chicago, what is the definition of clout? If you were to give a definition of it,
man, bro, Chicago. I don't know now, bro, cause Chicago is. It ain't this. It's Chicago. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. It ain't the same no more, bro. Like. Bro, motherfucker, cause you could be a goofy and have clout, bro. Some goofies have clout. Like to be a clout, had a real clout. Sometimes in Chicago, you gotta sometimes be a lame. Like, a motherfucker gotta think you a lame. Like, don't even know you really the one with the juice, the one with the clout. Yeah. Like, motherfucker, Okay. Like, some people know, but like. But the clout is, you can't, cause it could be, man, bro. So many people think highly of lower people that they just, if you busting on Instagram or something, bro, you could clout it up or something, bro. But you could be a nobody, and you know what I'm saying. So I really don't know.